Dun 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 dun. Hey, it's back. It's been too long, dude. Do you know how long it's been? It's been it's been this long. That was the last one. Look at how short that is. Look at how short that is. Dudes, I have left you guys high and dry for way too long, and I think it's time to fix that. You know what? Let's do some thoughterly. Who's up for thoughterly? They only gave me 2? These bastards. There is a ton of these. Every chick that's ever done something stupid because they're feeling the vibe, they make a TikTok about it. And I love it because it's like all these guys talking about connections. You got Nash Day Game and pickup artists talking about how they want a real life connection and they got to treat a girl right and don't make her nervous and anxious. Meanwhile, chick finds a used condom under this dude's bed and she's like, you know what? I better make it a pair. At least you know what? To be fair, I'm pretty sure she didn't. Pretty sure she's just like, you know what? We don't need that here. We can use something else. It's just, I don't know, man. There's that quote, Roger Tomarso. You may have heard of this guy. He's a very popular man among the Evo psychologist, Evo Psych alumni. Or no, wait, Jeff Miller, Dr. Jeff Miller. That's the one. Yeah. Girls will crawl through broken glass if they like you and if they're into you. And what are these ones doing? Condom. That's good. That means he's had sex at least once. And condoms, I don't know, a used condom, how long do they last? Like, do they break down after a month? It gives you like a timeline, right? And then slept with him after he made out with another girl at the bar. That one, I love the jealousy thing. Dude, I love the jealousy thing. Because guys, like when we get jealous, we get pissed off. We'll either fight a dude or we will go and sulk in a corner, cry into our drink. Because to us, it's like a threat. But when chicks see some jealousy shit, they get, I can beat this bitch. They treat it like Castor Troy and walking in and face off and you're in the prison. Grab 2 pistols, start diving across the table, ladies. That dick's not gonna suck itself. Funniest part of this too is that the closer to mid you are, the more you fight for these jealousy things. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I can't remember who did some study. Some egghead was actually like, I want to find out like lifetime notch count studies, and pulled up his thoughterly, or what's it, thought regenics or whatever the scientific study of thoughterly is. And he found out the hotter the chick is, the less lifetime bodies she gets. It turns out it's the mids that are sitting out here creating the thought apocalypse. For all you guys looking for your nice waifu virgin princess, you need to aim as hot as possible because they can hold out. Turns out the mids, not so much. Not so much. Oh, speaking of mid, actually, you know what? Oh, let's lighten it up. Okay, I already did one, but I'm doing another one because I like these. I like these a lot. You ready? Let's do it. Nothing in my brain. Bump, bump, bump. Dude, chicks are, I don't even want to call them stupid. Because it's not stupidity. It's feelings. And a lot of you guys forget that. You're thinking, oh, it's not logical. Why is she complaining if she went with the guy anyway? Dude, I keep telling you, the heart wants what it wants. Girls are attracted to things, and when they're attracted to things, they ignore all the other shit around them. They got tunnel vision that way. Like, you know, when you're hunting a moose in the great African savanna, 20,000 BC, or whatever it is we hunted, and whenever it was, and wherever it was. I'm not the best at science here, but just bear with. You were out there, and you're gonna go hunt a bison, and you got your spear, and you got your hunting buddies, and you're cavemaned up, and you just did your Lascaux cave paintings, and you're like, all right, let's hunt this guy. And then you stop paying attention. Oh, there's some tigers. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. Oh, look at that. There's a bear over there. Oh, I don't give a fuck about that. Oh, your wife's nagging in the back. Your cave wife. I don't give a fuck about that. All that matters to you is spear and that stupid bison and your buddy throwing his spear, and you do it. Now, for a girl, it's the same thing, but instead of a spear, it's her hoo-ha, and instead of the bison, it's your dick. Does that make sense? And so then, after you hunt and after you get the kill, you're like, dude, I really should have paid attention to that tiger over there because he just stole the bison from me. I really should have paid attention to my nagging wife behind me during this hunt because it turns out a bear was eating her because she went out in the bushes to hunt berries by herself. I really should have paid attention to all these things around me, but I didn't, but I got the bison. And this is the girl equivalent of that. Dude, I did something stupid, but I felt really good, but I need to bitch about it because it's cathartic. And you know what? They didn't learn a goddamn thing. Not one. They will stay with this guy. That dude who hacked her Instagram account to like delete all of her male friends, she will make excuses for him. And if you don't believe me, go. I usually try to slip in like one like horrific thing in here, but there's no, it's all lighthearted this time. But I'll slip in a horrific story. They had a bunch of dudes in like those battered wife shelters, and they used to do some like studies and interview and find out what is it about this. And they found out, almost without exception, that the girl would not just stick with the man who's abusive, and the vice versa too, but we're going to focus on women, go figure. It's the manosphere. If you're not focusing on women, what the fuck's the point, right? And they found out not only would they stick with the man, they would make excuses for his behavior, and they would justify it in their head. And it turns out that being into a dude, that hypergamous best options shit that you hear Roger Tomarso talk about, yeah, that's what it means. And I love it because all these guys sitting here is like, I don't get it. I got a nice job. I got this. That's like listening to Hillary Clinton bitch about how I got the popular vote. How am I not president? I know it's 2016. It's an old meme, but it still checks out. We haven't cleared it yet. Just remember that. If you don't got a girl doing some kind of broken glass crawl through you, then what the hell? Then it doesn't matter about your stupid job. It doesn't matter about all this other stupid stuff. Just realize you got to play the proper game. You can't play basketball and then start kicking the thing downfield. You got to throw it into the net. And it turns out being an uncaring, aloof douchebag, as you would think of it, or an asshole, is what you need. And why? Because girls are bored. Why are they bored? Because there's no bears hunting them in the bushes anymore. They're just gone. So what do? Well, I'm going to be more interesting. You know what's interesting? Hey, that guy has sex all the time. So at least one other chick found him interesting. Hey, that guy does some real horrendous shit that gives me a ton of content to bitch about. In the same way that I make Chick Toks with like thoughterry, like, one sec. Like thoughterry like this. I take all those and I make a bunch of Chick Toks. Think of this as what girls do. That guy's an asshole, but I can complain on TikTok or to my friends during Appies at Applebee's on Thursdays with all of this stuff. And he's giving me a constant stream of complaining and nagging, and I can fix them and all that shit. And you know, they complain a lot, but it's fun. And don't tell me, why would you complain so much if you don't want to fix it? Have you not been onto a work site? Have you never worked construction or in the military? Dude, complaining and bitching is a fucking sport. It's an Olympic level sport, and I've seen it. I've seen it. Oh. Okay, remember what I did a couple minutes before with the, or a couple videos before, whenever you saw it. You saw it on one of the Chick Toks, where it was the chicks crawling through broken glass to sleep with some like men with condoms under the thing. Yeah, he just slept with my sister an hour ago, so I slept with him, and I feel stupid. Here. This, you know what? There's no lesson. Just enjoy it. Enjoy it.
I think the human race would be fundamentally different if women stopped fucking losers.
Okay, let's slow down. Take a step. We all say things we don't mean, but what's important is that we don't make any permanent decisions.
Exactly. Don't make any permanent decisions. I love this because I guarantee you Loud Guy Mike or whatever they call him, he sleeps with a few. And you know what? Regret isn't the worst thing ever. Look, women like what they like. The heart wants what it wants. We can make it sound as romantic as we want to. I'll tell you this right now. Even if it doesn't match what 2022 women need in a man, it's clearly something that's worked for, I don't know, 100,000 years. So maybe there's something to it. And maybe there's not something to it, but maybe there is something to it. So yeah, get some tattoos, get a hoodie, stop working on being the best man you can, because yeah, if men only slept with good Christian men who were nice and kind and all this stuff, the world would be a better place, and then life would have selected for that. but it didn't. It selected for the dudes who are fun, the dudes who are hot, the dudes who are exciting, the dudes who in a land of abundance are more interesting than fucking fingering TikTok all day, which kind of like we're doing now. So if anything, if your woman was better at whammon, you wouldn't be watching me finger TikTok all fucking day. 6-foot alpha Chad. Yeah, if women just stopped sleeping with losers, then the world would be a better place. Yeah, and if people just stopped shooting each other, war would be over and crime would be non-existent. This is basically teach men not to grape. Teach men not to struggle hug. Like, all right, hey, sociopath, would you mind not being a sociopath? Oh, sure thing, Cindy. Thank you very much. Here's some roses. Thank you for your trouble. Not gonna happen. So yeah, you can keep living in that world where you want things to be a certain way, or you can live in that world, much like Mike here, where you're getting laid all the time and the girl feels really bad about it, but you make her a burrito and you're like, hey, I'll call you later. Call me if you're ever desperate and lonely. You'd be surprised how much more often that happens than not. Remember, I put a lot of these ones up, the girls that do stupid things for guys, the crawling through broken glass. We're going to make this another one, Crawling Through Glass, episode 3. It's a good one, too. So if you guys ever wondered, geez, this whammon thing is hard. Maybe I should go sleep with men. It doesn't take you out of the running yet. You can still stay and you could still get whammon. The guy didn't even like women and he got a woman. What's your excuse? What's your excuse? Dude, all those girls are perfectly attractive and they all did really stupid things. You know why? Because they felt the tingle. Oh, that guy, there's something special about him. He's kind of aloof. He doesn't really care about me, but he sort of cares. It's like a challenge. I can fix him. They put up with all kind of stuff. One question, though. The one girl said he was wearing women's underwear. My question, was it yours? Because, I don't know. Isn't there supposed to be a thing where the guy's butt should be bigger than a girl's butt? Maybe that's his way of saying, I think you need to lose some weight because I can wear your clothes. Or maybe it's just because he's one of those crazy dudes who's like wears women's clothes because he thinks it's fun. I don't know. But here, I tell you what, let's do a solid one in the chat. So there was what, 4 girls there? The tanned one with the boba, the redhead with the boba, the brunette or the blonde with the boba, and the redhead that was like very, very shy. Let me know in the chat which one's your favorite. Which one's your favorite? Let me a comment in there and we'll figure it out. But it's just Hooters girls. It's like, yeah, but you know how many Hooters girls are putting themselves through med school? A lot. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Did you come out of it a better person? You're like, unquestionably, yes. Good enough for me.